Dear Taurus, welcome. I am so glad your spirit has guided you to this space today. Before we delve into the currents of energy that surround you, I want to invite you to do something. If you have ever felt as though you are standing at a crossroads, caught between a past you cannot change and a future you cannot yet see, I want you to simply write, "I am ready for clarity," in the comments below. By doing this, you are not just leaving a comment, you are making a quiet declaration to the universe that you are open to the wisdom that is waiting to find you. There is a sense that you have arrived here not seeking simple answers, but a deeper form of understanding. You are not just a passive observer of your destiny, you are, and have always been, the quiet architect of your own world. And lately, it may have felt as if the blueprints have been blurred, as if a fog has rolled in, making it difficult to trust the ground beneath your very feet. This is not a reading about what will happen to you. This is a conversation about what is happening within you. It's a space to acknowledge the silent battles, the sleepless nights, and the profound strength that is forged in those moments of quiet uncertainty. The energies around you are not random. They are weaving a story of profound transformation, one that begins with acknowledging the truth of where you stand right now. Let us first speak of a feeling that may be a close companion to you of late. There is an energy here, represented by the Nine of Swords, that speaks of a mind that does not rest. It's not a loud, frantic anxiety, but a quiet, persistent hum of worry that surfaces in the stillness of the night. Have you felt it? That moment when the world goes silent, and the only sounds are the questions replaying in your own heart. Did I make the right choice? What if I lose what I've worked so hard to build? Why does this feel so heavy? This is the weight of a responsible soul. For a Taurus, security isn't just about money in the bank or a roof over your head. It is a state of being. It is the deep cellular knowledge that the ground you stand on is solid. And this energy suggests that something has been causing that ground to feel unstable. It's a fear that is born not from a dramatic event, but from 1,000 tiny worries that have gathered like storm clouds. Perhaps it relates to your finances, a decision you made that you now question, or an investment that feels precarious, or maybe it's a concern in your relationships, a silent distance that has grown between you and someone you love, leaving you to wonder if the foundation of trust is still intact. This card doesn't appear to punish you or to confirm your fears. It appears to validate them. It is here to say, yes, what you are feeling is real. The weight you carry is heavy, and it is okay to admit that you are tired of carrying it alone. So many of these worries, dear Taurus, are ghosts. They are phantoms born of past disappointments, projected onto a future that has not yet been written. Today, we are not here to fight them, but to gently turn on the light, to see them for what they are, and to allow them to dissolve. Now, where does this internal struggle come from? Often, this deep-seated anxiety arises when your core values are being challenged. The Seven of Wands appears here, not as a sign of outright war, but of a quiet, determined defense. Imagine yourself standing on a hill, a place you have carefully chosen and cultivated. This is your ground. built on principles of loyalty, integrity, and hard work. And you may feel as though you have had to defend this ground not from an invading army, but from subtle pressures, from the expectations of others, or even from your own self-doubt. You may be facing opposition at work, where your methodical, steady approach is at odds with a culture of haste and superficiality. You may feel the need to justify your decisions, to explain why you choose the slow and steady path of quality over the quick and easy route. Or perhaps this energy is present in your family or relationships, where you find yourself standing firm on a boundary that others wish you would simply let slide. They may not understand why you hold so firmly to your principles, but for you, these are not just ideas, they are the very pillars of your world. This is where the magnificent energy of the King of Wands comes to your aid. This is not the energy of a reckless warrior, it is the energy of a sovereign who knows their own worth. Deep within you, beneath the worry and the exhaustion, there is an unquenchable fire of courage and conviction. You have been through trials before. You have faced uncertainty and stood your ground. This king reminds you that your confidence has not been lost. It has simply been tested. You possess a quiet determination that is far more powerful than any loud display of force. You are being called to remember that your values are not a burden. They are your strength. You do not need to apologize for the stability you embody or the high standards you uphold. You are simply being asked to stand in the truth of who you are, with courage and with grace. And this brings us to the very heart of your current journey, a place that can feel deeply uncomfortable for an earth sign like you who thrives on progress and tangible results. The energy of the Hanged Man is here, and it suggests you are in a period of suspension. It may feel as if you are stuck, as if life has been put on pause. You may feel a deep frustration, a sense that you are not moving forward in your career, your relationships, or your personal growth. But I want to offer you a different perspective, a truth that your soul already knows. What if this feeling of being stuck is not a punishment, but a sacred and necessary invitation from the universe? Imagine a great ship that must pause its journey to recalibrate its compass. Imagine a seed that must lie dormant in the dark earth before it can sprout. This is where you are now. You are not stuck. You are in a state of profound re-evaluation. The universe is asking you to let go of your grip. For so long, you have tried to control the outcome, to steer the ship through sheer force of will. Now, you are being invited to simply float, to surrender, and to see your life from an entirely new perspective. This is a time to release old patterns, to let go of attachments to how you thought things should be. Perhaps you are being called to release a relationship that is no longer nurturing your soul, or a career path that provides security but no longer brings you joy. This period of stillness can be frightening because it feels unproductive, but it is in this sacred pause that true clarity is born. It is here that you will hear the soft whispers of your own intuition, the voice you may have been too busy to hear. You are not losing time, dear Taurus. You are gaining wisdom. Embrace this stillness. It is the fertile ground from which your next chapter will grow. Allow yourself to hang in this space between worlds, for it is from this vantage point that you will finally see the path forward with undeniable clarity. And what lies On the other side of this sacred pause, what is the promise that awaits you? The Ace of Cups emerges like a clear spring of water, a symbol of a new beginning that is emotional, spiritual, and deeply fulfilling. This is not just about a new romantic partner, though it can certainly be. This is about a profound renewal of love in all its forms, starting with the love you have for yourself. After a period of inner turmoil and reflection, you are being offered a chance to start anew. For those in relationships, this can signify a deep reconciliation, a moment where you and your partner can finally have the sincere, heart-to-heart conversation you've been longing for. The walls that have been built up by misunderstanding can dissolve, and you can rediscover the love that has always been there, now stronger for having weathered the storm. If you are single, this card heralds the arrival of a connection that is not superficial, but deeply meaningful. It suggests an encounter that will touch your soul, perhaps with someone you meet through a shared passion or a quiet synchronicity. This is not a fleeting romance. It is the potential for a bond that feels like coming home. This renewal is supported by the steadfast energy of justice. This card is a powerful sign of karmic resolution and divine balance. It assures you that the universe has been taking note of your integrity, your patience, and your quiet efforts to do the right thing. Everything is now aligning in your favor. If you have been dealing with any legal or contractual matters, expect a fair and equitable outcome. If you have felt that life has been unfair, know that the scales are now tipping back into balance. Justice reminds you that the decisions you make from this point forward, guided by the clarity you gained in your pause, will create long-term harmony. You will reap what you have sown. Your hard work, your loyalty, and your unwavering commitment to your values will be rewarded. This is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of cosmic law. You are entering a season where your world will begin to reflect the peace and integrity you have so carefully cultivated within. And so, we arrive at the culmination of this journey, a destination that will feel deeply resonant for your Taurian soul. The King of Pentacles appears, representing the final stage of this transformation. This king is the master of the material world, a symbol of stability, abundance, and a life well lived. But he is not just a man of wealth. He is a man whose outer world is a direct reflection of his inner peace and wisdom. This is where you are headed, dear Taurus. The anxieties of the Nine of Swords are being soothed. The defensive stance of the Seven of Wands is no longer needed. The courage of the King of Wands has been integrated. The wisdom of the Hanged Man has been absorbed. The love of the Ace of Cups is flowing freely, and the balance of justice has been restored. Now, you are invited to become this King of Pentacles in your own life. This is the energy of building a new solid foundation, one that is based not on fear, but on self-worth. You have a firm and gentle grip on your life. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. You have learned to make sound, intuitive decisions that provide for your long-term well-being. This is a time to invest in yourself, in your home, and in the projects that bring you a sense of purpose and joy. It is a time to enjoy the simple, tangible pleasures of life, the comfort of your home, a meal shared with loved ones, the beauty of nature. This is not materialism. This is the sacred act of grounding your spirit in the physical world. You are creating a life that is not only secure, but also beautiful and deeply satisfying. You have earned this peace. You have built it, brick by brick, through your own inner work. As you move forward, how will this new energy manifest in the different areas of your life? In your health, this journey calls you to rebuild your relationship with your body. The stress you've been carrying may have manifested as fatigue, insomnia, or a feeling of being disconnected from your physical self. This is an invitation to see your body not as a machine to be pushed, but as a sacred vessel to be honored. Gentle movement, nourishing food, and time spent in nature will help you ground this new energy and restore your vitality. In your work and finances, you are moving from a place of anxiety to one of quiet confidence. Trust your ability to make sound decisions. You no longer need to rush or make choices based on pressure from others. This is a time for steady, deliberate planning. New opportunities for growth and stability may appear, perhaps in unexpected ways. Stay open, but always check in with your grounded intuition. Your greatest asset is your practicality and your long-term vision. In your love life, whether you are strengthening an existing bond or opening your heart to a new one, the key is authenticity. The love that is coming to you is one that honors the real you. There is no need for pretense. The most profound connections will be forged in shared values and mutual respect. Remember that true intimacy is not just about passion. It is about creating a safe harbor where both souls can feel seen and cherished. And in your family, this is a time for healing and reconciliation. If there have been tensions, approach them with the calm wisdom you have gained. Let go of old grudges. You may need to lovingly hold your ground on certain boundaries, but you can do so from a place of peace, not conflict. Your role is not to fix everyone, but to be a pillar of stable, loving energy. Your own inner peace will ripple outwards, creating a more harmonious environment for all. Dear Taurus, you have walked through a period of deep inner reckoning. You have faced your fears, defended your values, and had the courage to pause and reevaluate everything. You have done the hard work, the quiet work that no one else sees. What awaits you now is not a life free of challenges, but a life where you face those challenges from a place of deep, unshakable inner security. You are learning to trust the flow of life, to know when to act and when to be still. You are the builder, the creator, the guardian of what is real and true. As you step out of this sacred space and back into your world, carry this knowing with you. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of a love that feels safe. You are worthy of an abundance that is both material and spiritual. You are not just waiting for it to happen. You are the one creating it. Thank you for being here, for allowing your soul to be seen and honored. Your journey is a testament to the quiet strength that can move mountains. If this message resonated deep within you, I invite you to click subscribe, creating a small anchor in the digital sea, a place you can return to whenever you need a reminder that you are not alone and that your soul is so worthy of this healing. May you walk forward in peace and with the quiet confidence of one who knows their own true worth. I will see you in the next one.